Welcome along, fellow time travelers and strange historians. I am in Spruce Pine in western North Carolina. It's a small little town right behind me, which I'm going to be showing you in a bit. But first, we're going to take a look at the destruction along the river. It's pretty bad. It's been cleaned up quite a bit, thankfully. You could hear the sound of the river flowing. North Carolina is filled with so many quaint, beautiful little towns filled with really good people, kind people, decent, genuine, warm, caring people. No one deserves this. They're certainly not the good people in small little towns like this. Absolutely overwhelming for them. You know, many of these towns, they make their money off of tourism. People coming in from all over North Carolina and other places to see a small little town, stay in bed and breakfast, go to little cafes. But it's not like they're rolling in dough, you know. Yeah, let's get in there. That's the little downtown right there. Got these great buildings that were just added over the course of time, you know. Not like it was a pre-planned place like a ski resort. Building gets built, and another building gets built, then over the course of time you have a little town. A lot of minerals from the mountains. Probably heard a lot about that. You know, FEMA has been quite an issue. Strangely enough, people want to make it political, but the side that's political seems to be the government side, which is crazy. This has been a proven fact now. Every once in a while in the comments on my videos, people write things like, FEMA's working really hard. They're there, you just don't see them. Like, come on. If they were here, I'd see them. And I speak to a lot of people. Nobody sees them. They don't care. People that work at FEMA don't like who the people out here voted for. So I guess they're not worthy of getting assistance from the government, even though they pay taxes and they're Americans. It's unbelievable. I don't care who the hell you voted for. This is ridiculous. FEMA should have been all over the damn place. Fucking assholes. I'm sure there's some good people working there. It's always the, you know, maybe upper people, but who the hell knows, honestly? Who the hell knows? It's just a shame, because people are suffering terribly. You don't need some scumbags in Washington, D.C. making decisions about who can and cannot and should not get assistance based on who they voted for. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I mean, seriously. You have good people that are suffering horribly, and you got this worthless scum in Washington, D.C. not helping people. Give me a freaking break. Horrible. If it happened in Washington, D.C. or in Virginia, wherever their friends and family live, oh boy, they'd be right out there, don't you know? But no, western North Carolina. Guess you have good people. It's really bad to say. I mean, think about this, right? People have their businesses boarded up, right? Can't open up their business. You got people working there. Not anymore. So I'm in the back of the town. That's the main drag up there. I'll go up there. Let's walk down here first so you can get an idea of some of the thriving businesses that are no longer. It's a cool looking town. You know, it's mostly abandoned now because of all of this, but I mean, I was just in Utah. And there are cool little towns like this everywhere, you know, filled with people. Let's see, this is how high the water rose. Whoa. This is how high the water rose. So, let's see. Based on my height, like 7 feet maybe. Maybe higher, maybe 8 feet. Well, no, that was me standing up on that. This is how high the water rose. Will rise higher. Donate. DiscoverSprucePineNC.com or on Facebook Downtown Spruce Pine. Go ahead and do that if you can. Donate. DiscoverSprucePineNC.com. What an adorable little town. Pretty place. Sorry if I come across angry, but you know what? You should be angry. Everyone should be angry about this. The fact that places would be neglected because people in Washington, D.C., a bunch of snooty bastards, don't like who. And it's not like everybody out here voted the opposite of how they vote. But give me a break. At some point, you know, it's like, forget who you voted for and just help people out, you know? This DT's Junior Java. Come visit our junior coffee bar and our temporary location. Okay, so this was a cool coffee shop. I don't think I'd ever been to this little town. But you could just tell. Adorable place. So let's go ahead and I will, let's see. Let's walk this way. And then I'll swing back around. So this was all flooded. And so all these businesses had to close up. Wow. Look at this, how old the building is. You've got the wood panels here, right? These are structural walls. Amazing. Ah, look at this. So you have people probably lived up there, or maybe there were offices. How cool is it? Look. You know, people live in big steel and glass buildings, work in nameless, faceless, heartless buildings all over the place, right? And then you come here, and how cool is it to go to work, right? Work in this little downtown, go to work, go for lunch, you see the same people all the time. This is why you have so many good people in towns like this, because you see the same people over and over again, right? And the kids go to school together, people have lunch together, and you're kinder when you're around a lot of the same people. It kind of forces you in a way to be more pleasant. Oh, look at that. You know, because you don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to embarrass your family and your friends and your neighbors. Okay, so this is what the downtown looked like once upon a time. I'm going to swing back around so you can see it. Pretty. What is that, 1970s maybe? I don't know, based on the cars. I could be wrong about that. Anybody know? Oh, you know what? That's right here, isn't it? Because look, that's the The station. How cool is that? What a cute little place. I like a town like this. This is cool. Look, you all know I'm a New Yorker. I like places like this, though. I like small towns. I like how places evolve over time. This is not a political comment, so cool your jets. But Trump was saying while he was running about the idea of building brand new cities in the United States, right? And I don't know, I never heard anybody else say that before, a politician, about building brand new cities. But I love the idea. I know Elon Musk his thing is, the future should look like the future. Yeah, okay, kind of, sort of. It should look like the future, no doubt. But you also want to have a sense of warmth, a sense of community, a sense of things evolving and being built over the course of time as things change, And it'd be nice. The inside could be as futuristic as you want. Buildings could be higher. Buildings could be underground. He's got that boring company. That's cool. But I think that if you want people to have a sense of community, you want it to look and feel like a community, not like you're living in an erector set. Y'all know what an erector set is? Cute little town. Okay, let's go up here. It's a small town. Don't have high expectations that this is some big town or some mountain resort or anything. It isn't. It's just a small little town. It's a pretty little area. I was driving, I guess the area is called Little Switzerland. I'd been there before. And there are these great rolling hills where I guess they grow Christmas trees. How cool is that? I like when things are built haphazardly, right, over the course of time. Not everything's like perfectly planned. Makes things interesting. That's pretty much it. Town's all closed up. A few businesses open. But for the most part, it's been closed down. But it's gonna be back. Be thriving once again. There's a cute little small American town, like a zillion other small American towns. Filled with good, hardworking people that the government ignored, at least under this administration, as of the time of this recording. Pretty much every business is closed down. Guess not much of a reason to open, is there? And no one's gonna swing by to buy anything. And the locals are in bad shape. Not a Starbucks in sight, not a Gap, not a Banana Republic, just small, privately owned businesses. Mom and pop, as they say. Get up in the morning, open up their store, and greet the same customers that they've seen along with tourists. That's how it is. It's great little American towns destroyed by a hurricane. But not for long. Okay, that's about as far as we're gonna go. I wonder what the sign was for. It's Carolina. I wonder what this was once upon a time. The sign remains. Clearly there was some other business here at one point. That's where all the damage was done. So even if the water didn't work its way up here, which it didn't, knocked out the electric, affected the plumbing, pipes underground destroyed. See, that's what they hate in DC. Got to get in lockstep and vote for who they want, or they're gonna punish you. Nice, right? All the people watching this from other countries, isn't this lovely? Got a natural disaster, got good people suffering. You got a bunch of scumbags in Washington, D.C. I don't like the way they vote. Let them suffer. Can you imagine that? United States of America, the government turns on its own people, ignores its own people. Can you imagine that? Evil. Evil people in Washington, D.C. Evil people. Evil. What other word is there? You got another word for it? Got another word for it? You see people suffering and you don't help them because you don't like the way they voted. What is the word for that kind of piece of garbage? Let me know in the comments below if you know of another word to not help somebody in need because you don't like the way they voted. Country wasn't always like this, you know. Around early 1990s, that's when it all changed. All of a sudden, everybody's supposed to hate each other, attack each other, beat up on each other, belittle each other. What happened? Early to mid 1990s. It wasn't like it before then. Movies weren't like that, TV shows weren't like that, music wasn't like that. And all of a sudden, it's like someone hit a switch. You can almost mark it on a timeline and say, here's where it started. Scumbags in Hollywood and the media started it. Isn't that lovely? Well, then again, look what kind of people work in Hollywood and the media, right? You know, I'm showing you all of this so you see the misery of what happened here. But not so much that, but it's like, come on, people. Gotta help out people in need. You don't sit here and make decisions for stupid freaking reasons. Someone needs help, you help them. Alright, let's go on. I'm going to go on to another town right now. There's a couple of other towns around here I'm going to check out before the sun goes down. So, hope you enjoyed this little tour of this beautiful little town. Please come here in the future when things are back in action. Go to the coffee shops, buy stuff at these stores. Don't worry about who they voted for. None of your damn business. Who cares? These people need help. When their businesses are open, please visit their businesses. Please order from them. Be kind. There's no downside. None. If you live to be 100 years old and you're in your deathbed, you're not going to look back on your life and say, oh, I shouldn't have been kind to this person or that person. There's no downside to being kind to other people. None. Zero. Only up. Only upside for everyone. Alright, everybody. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.